happen is they're going to try to give you a whole lot of rhetoric that people is attacking Christians and attacking Jesus. It ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. What it is that people is waking up and finding out that this government has been lying and deceiving everyone, and they have already built them an underground structure to go under and hide. When the angry masses who wants to rip them a new ass is ready to get a hold to them, they've already created places to run and hide. And what they would do is run underground and hide, and how these idiot peons left out here that would be working for food, because you're not going to be able to find food. Those fires that's all over the earth, you better believe will be started by them. Because they're already going to be underground, growing what they need to eat and everything, and don't care about us. So this is the plan. Let me break it down for you in a nutshell so you can get the big picture. Here it goes. The light sigils are coming in. They know the prophets are on the earth waking people up. The people are going to wake up and kill them. We need to hide. Let's go underground and hide. While we're underground hiding, we'll kill everybody off on the planet. If we kill everybody off on the planet, the intelligence that resurface, it'll be easier to get rid of, because when we come back out, we'll be able to deal with things better after we starve everybody to death, cause war and famine and pagan, you name it, pagan existences, no food, everybody at war. Oh, they're going to give you plenty of guns. It will be guns everywhere that you can find, so you can kill each other with them. You better believe it. They're going to put guns, they're going to have water put around everywhere that's poisoned and contaminated. And all this is going to be for one purpose, to make sure that when they do come back out of their little cubby holes that they plan on hiding out in, until everybody on the surface kill themselves or get scorched by the sun or be poisoned by their gases, because I'm sure the reason that they see their people above the ground with those masks on their faces, because they plan on using chemical warfare also, as well as poisonous gases to eradicate the large numbers of people. That's all it's boiling down to. What it's boiling down to is real simple. The sunlight sigils is getting in, waking people up. The sigils are waking up the prophets. The prophets are walking around telling the stories. You saw the guy singing a rap song telling the story. You saw the video of them locking the girls up. So since there's prophets out there warning everybody what's going on, they're getting scared. They knew the day was coming that the sunlight would wake people up. That's the reason for the chemtrails. The chemtrails is two purposes: to knock the sunlight from getting the sigils into the prophets, also to drop as many toxins on the people as they can, predispose them to death right away. Anyway, the main purpose is to kill off the prophets. Kill the people that's going to wake up the people and make the people where they will not be chattel property anymore. Once people have stopped being chattel property, they're going to want to resume a life that's based on divine order. The people that has lived off of undivine methods will not tolerate for that to happen. Trust me. They have been living very well, and they plan on continuing having a life like that, even if they have to go underground for 100 years. They don't care. They will sit it out and keep preaching their rhetorics and devising new plans to reestablish their corruption on the day that they find themselves entering from out of that little, whatever the hell that'll be that they're in, living under that. I just don't even want to, I'll call it hell with all those devils in there. Excuse me, can't be nothing but hell, all those devils up in there. But the thing is, plan is go hide out under there, let niggas and crackers and stupid ass essays and everybody else that we done left out there to feed under the harsh conditions. We done cut all the food, poison all the water, want them to die. After they kill everybody and the threat of the intelligence being a threat to us is all eradicated and people is waiting on someone to come out and get them a cup of water, we'll come out and we'll do just that and then reestablish ourselves. That's the plan. Trust me on that. The only people that's going to be able to access their stores and their banking privileges is the ones that's going to be willing to kill other people for them. Pretty much. Just like during slavery days, when they had your house niggas and your field niggas. The field niggas were the ones who was too strong in the heart to take that job in the house with the white man, because they hated the white man for what he was doing to them, as well as their other people that he saw them victimizing. But you have some people that is so selfish and so concerned about self that they won't have one problem running their ass up into the bomb shelter with the white people, and then benefiting a few crumbs, and don't mind shitting on their own son or their own father or their own cousin, as long as they can eat the crumbs that fall from the plates of the oppressors. So there it is. I just thought I'd share that video with you guys, because when I saw it, I knew that it would bring home a genuine, well, it's synonymous with what I've been saying. So you got to give me credit for that. Now I've showed to you that there's tons of people on earth that knows the same information that I know. So I'm not the only one out here preaching this and doing God's work. Okay? You Christians, please understand. You have been misled. The one has made a fool out of you. And the fact that you want to remain in that lockdown paradigm when you should be standing on the battlefield trying to help your other brothers and sisters, that Jesus Christ thing that you are worshiping is nothing but the Antichrist. That's all it is. They have stolen black dollars forever and used that money, and they're using it right now to build these facilities underground all over the planet so they can go down there and hide and then cause hell on top of the planet to all the earth family that was not invited to be locked up in that death, because they're gonna die down there anyway. I already know that. But I'm saying though, just understand, it's not a joke. This stuff that I've been preaching to you guys is real, as real can be. Peace and blessings. Good morning, greetings. Hotel and Hetepu. Hello to you. Wow. Outside the eye. Hey, I'm in the alley again. I just stopped to take a picture of this vegetation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's beautiful. I like green gardens and all that good stuff like that. It's a gift from the earth showing us that she got our back. She didn't give us food that we need. If left alone, all of us would have all the sustainment that we need just given to us from earth. There was no need to build all these elaborate buildings and all the what we call technology advances. It's actually what's destroying our ecosystem, because we should have more of this stuff growing than we have this stuff not growing. See, the decadence of these structures is caused on a natural occurrence of non-regeneration, excuse me, is what I meant to say, because things that won't regenerate themselves need to be regenerated by the things that generated them. So now when you regenerate something off of your own generation, it's only because you don't understand how things work. You got to keep things on a natural perspective, okay? All right, I got to go. I will talk to you guys later, okay? Peace and blessings. All right, I'm back, hotel. So I used to live in Hawaii. This wall right here, I used to actually have a hustle there, building these walls out of lava rock. I used to work with this guy, a Tongan named Lapa. There was a lot of times I almost knocked Lapa's ass out. He was a very hateful, mean ass islander. I think he was from Tonga or wherever. But I used to work with that fool. He was the most racist, hateful person that I have ever known. And I ain't gonna tell you that shit just to be mean to him. I'm telling you that because I know that black people can hate themselves more than they can hate the person that's responsible for the self-hatred that they have. Now, a second ago I was showing you guys a building in the alley I was at, but I had to leave because a lady got spooked. And I ain't even trying to spook people around here, because you know my hustle is in this alley. I just show you these alleys because this is where I hang out at all the time, picking up the metals and stuff I find. Well, my point is I saw this wall and it made me stop so I could finish and give you the rest of the information on the last recap that I was going at. The Lapa came up, of course, because the last work I did in Hawaii was with him, and it was very disturbing altercation between me and him based on his inconsideration of me as a man because of his ignorance of the bad information he had received on how he should treat people that look like me. He can understand when he treat me like that. It's just a reflection of him really showing how he think he should be treated. That's really the reality of it. So now that I'm not around him, and I move myself away from being around people like him that can have opportunity to treat me like that, I'm sure wherever he's at, his concept of moving away from that type of treatment hasn't kicked in yet, because he feels that that's perfectly normal to treat someone that way. So I'm sure he won't find any abnormality or any abnormality about someone treating him that way. That's called reciprocity of ignorance. There's a lot of that going on. But yeah, I wanted to show you this stuff. I've been out here for about an hour and a half. I've accumulated a lot of junk. I'm gonna go empty my truck, and then I'm gonna come back out here and work in this beautiful sun all day. As long as the sun keeps giving me energy to do it, I'll be out here doing it. Okay. I hope that I haven't offended anyone or anything, because there's a lot of things on this planet that really shouldn't be justified as one, they're entities of things, because they have eradicated all perspective of having human kindness tendencies that make you become a thing. These things have perpetuated hatred, poverty, and decadence all over the planet. Peace.
Some of her stuff, they never survived. They're both from, she's from Sierra Leone, he's from Nigeria. So, she spoke 5 languages, plus his dialect, Igbo, or whatever, and a few more. But while she was doing my hair, she would get on the phone to be talking to her cousin in Sierra Leone, who she told me was a very kind of private kind of dialect. Not a whole lot of Africans know it. It's like just a dialect from their specific region of Sierra Leone. So a lot of people don't know it. But she's talking to her cousin in this language. She was so happy, dude. It was like this radiance. So I started asking her a little bit about the language. She was explaining to me like, yeah, the language doesn't have some of the words out there. I said, did they have words like this? Words like, she's like, no. But man, it was like a whole other energy that came over her when she would be speaking to her cousin back home. In this language she'd be talking. And I could tell that language was one that makes her real happy. She'd out giggling and shit, everything would be fine. And then she'd come back to some English or some other shit, because she spoke a few different Africans, and you could see her demeanor change, a little bit. And I was like, wow, it's all in the language. All in the language. That's why they took it from us.
Of course.
Because, with the language, you got so much power, man.
Well, the reason, do you know why? You know why, don't you?
Oh, yeah, man. The cracker could never speak our language. There's no way they uneducated assholes were going to get it. I don't even believe they had the science on it. They just had to take it from us. They might have had a few of their professors that probably could try to get with it.
Let me break it down. Let me break it down to you how it works, all right?
Okay, go ahead.
You see, everything in our universe was comprised from protons, neutrons, and electrons that gives us our basic molecules. And then our molecules is what build up into matter. But all this stuff, and then I guess the matter is what gives us manifestations, right? And manifestations end up being elements like water, sunshine, soil, and air, right? Whether you can see them or not. Subatomic on up to monolithic, all right? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, but watch this. Here's the intricate workings of it. All the aggregates, or all the molecules, or everything that comprise anything or induce anything that's comprised or induced always have to have a method of sustainment as well. So now, names can be